Everything felt normal on Earth. People were going to work, children were playing outside, and cities were full of life. But then, something strange happened. The sky began to change. At first, it looked like a sunset, bright orange and deep red. But it wasn't evening. It was only the afternoon. People stopped and looked up. Phones came out. Everyone thought it was some kind of natural event. But then the red sky became darker. Suddenly, the clouds split open. A giant black object came out from behind the moon. It was massive, almost the size of a small country. People screamed as more dark ships followed it, filling the sky. The sun disappeared behind the alien ships. The Earth was covered in shadow. In every country, alarms went off. The military got ready. News channels stopped regular programs. No one knew what was happening, until every screen in the world turned black. Then a strange, deep voice spoke. "This is not your planet anymore. You have 3 hours to say goodbye." People panicked. Some prayed. Others cried. Everyone waited for their governments to do something. But the military's missiles bounced off the alien ships like toys. Nothing worked. Deep under the Earth, inside a hidden base, a man named Commander Ray stood up. He looked calm, while others panicked around him. He turned to his team and said, "They've come at last. It's time to show them what we've built." This was no ordinary military team. They were part of Project Echo, a secret defense group hidden from the world for many years. They had prepared for this day. They had seen it coming. And they had a plan. Commander Ray pressed a red button. Somewhere in the mountains, a tall tower began to rise from the ground. It hummed with strange blue energy. Birds flew away from it. The sky around it started to glow. The alien ships saw the energy spike. They scanned it. It was not from Earth's known technology. It was something else. Something old. Something powerful. The countdown had started. 3 hours until the world ends. Or changes forever. And humans? They were no longer afraid. The alien ships circled the Earth like vultures. Their red lights blinked in the sky. People on the ground watched, helpless and scared. The aliens had power. Their technology was far ahead. Nothing on Earth could stop them. But deep in the mountain base, something had awakened. Commander Ray stood in front of a glowing glass tube. Inside it was a machine, tall, silver, and humming with energy. It was Earth's last hope. It had no name. The people who built it simply called it the core. Ray turned to his team. "Begin phase 1, he said. A young engineer, Lena, ran her fingers across the glowing control panel. Power levels rising. Core is stable. Weapon is waking up. Far away, on one of the alien command ships, a tall creature with silver skin and glowing red eyes noticed the energy signal. His name was Zirak, and he was the general of the invasion. He frowned. "This world has hidden something," Zirak said. "Send the first strike." 5 alien attack ships broke away from the main fleet. They flew fast and loud, heading straight for the mountain base. Their weapons powered up. Red energy beams began to form. Inside the base, alarms went off. "They're coming straight for us," Lena shouted. "We knew they would." Commander Ray replied calmly, "Activate shield protocol." Blue energy walls burst out from the mountain's surface, forming a strong dome. The alien beams hit the shield and bounced off. The mountain shook, but the dome held. Zirak watched from his ship. "Interesting," he whispered. The core inside the base grew louder. Lights flashed. The air buzzed with energy. Then something incredible happened. Above the mountain, a blue circle opened in the sky. A portal. It spun like a storm, crackling with light. And from that portal, something stepped through. It wasn't a ship. It was a man, tall, wearing dark armor, glowing with the same blue light as the core. "What is that?" Lena asked. Stunned. Commander Ray smiled. "That's our answer. We call him Echo 1. Time was running out. The world was watching. The aliens thought they would win easily, but now, the real fight was about to begin." Echo 1 stood under the stormy sky. His armor shined with blue energy. His eyes glowed like stars. He didn't speak. He didn't need to. Everyone could feel it. Power had entered the field. The 5 alien ships circled the mountain, preparing for a second attack. Their red weapons lit up again. But this time, Echo 1 raised his hand. A bright blue beam shot from his palm. Hitting the closest alien ship, the ship exploded in seconds, burning in midair before crashing into the forest. Inside the mountain base, Lena gasped. He'd destroy it. Alone. Commander Ray didn't look surprised. That's what he was built for. One man to fight a war. The aliens were confused. On Zarek's ship, red alarms flashed. Impossible. Zarek shouted. A human cannot do this. Send in the second wave. 10 more alien fighters broke off from the fleet and flew straight at Echo 1. Their weapons fired from all sides. The sky filled with red beams and fire. But Echo 1 moved like lightning. He jumped high into the air, flipping between the blasts. With each twist, he sent blue energy darts that hit the ships. One by one, they fell, crashing like rain around the mountain. The last 2 alien ships tried to escape, but Echo 1 flew after them. Yes, he could fly. In seconds, both ships were gone. Back at the base, the ground shook again, but this time from cheers. Soldiers and engineers watched the sky, stunned and excited. Earth finally had a chance, but the victory was short. Lena's scream beeped. Sir, we've just detected a much larger ship. Something is coming. And it's not a fighter. It's a war cruiser. Ray's face grew serious. Zarek is sending his command ship. He's angry now. Outside, Echo 1 hovered in the sky. He turned his head slowly. In the distance, a shadow locked the stars. It was massive, dark, silent, and heading straight for them. The humans had made their move. Now, the aliens would strike back. The alien war cruiser slowly appeared from the clouds. It was as big as a city, floating in the sky without a sound. Lights moved across its surface. Giant cannons pointed at Earth. People around the world looked up and froze. Cities stopped. News channels showed the dark ship. Fear spread fast. Commander Ray stared at the screen. This is it, he whispered. Zarek brought his biggest weapon. Inside the alien cruiser, Zarek sat on a black throne. He smiled coldly. They send one warrior. Let them feel true power. He pressed a button. The war cruiser charged its weapons. The sky above the mountain base glowed red again, but this time, 10 times brighter than before. Inside the mountain, Lena shouted, "It's going to destroy everything." Echo 1 stood outside alone, facing the ship. He didn't move. The wind blew his cape. His glowing blue armor shined against the dark sky. Then, he raised his hand. His voice echoed like thunder. "You will not take this planet." From the earth below, hundreds of small lights rose into the sky. They were drones, human drones, each carrying energy weapons. Echo 1 had activated Earth's last defense. The drones moved fast, circling the war cruiser. They fired nonstop. Red and blue lights filled the sky like fireworks. But the alien cruiser had strong shields. It didn't stop. Zarek laughed. "You fight with toys." Pathetic. He fired the main cannon. The beam shot down from the cruiser like a red sun. It was aimed straight at the mountain base. But just before it hit, Echo 1 flew straight into it. The screen turned white. Inside the base, everyone was silent. Smoke covered the sky. The mountains shook. Alarms screamed. Lena's voice cracked. "Is he gone?" Then, through the smoke, a figure appeared. Echo 1 was still standing. His armor burned, but his eyes still glowed. He had stopped the beam. Somehow, he had stopped it. Commander Ray stared at him. "He's more than we built. He's something else." But up in space, Zarek's face changed. His smile faded. He realized something. He wasn't just fighting humans anymore. He was fighting something that humans had become. Zarek screamed in anger. Destroy him. Now, the alien cruiser fired all its weapons. Red beams, missiles, shockwaves. Everything rained down on Echo 1. But Echo 1 didn't move. His body glowed blue, brighter than ever before. The air around him shimmered. The ground beneath him cracked. Then something strange happened. The alien beams stopped. Mid-air. Time around Echo 1 froze. Inside the Earth base, Lena gasped. "What is he doing?" Commander Ray whispered. "He's unlocking the final protocol. We never finished that code. It was impossible." But Echo 1 was doing it. He wasn't just a machine anymore. He had evolved. Echo 1 flew into the sky, faster than anything human or alien. He flew through the alien beams, through the shields, through the armor. He flew straight into the alien war cruiser. Then everything went silent. In space, the cruiser stopped moving. 1 second passed. 2. Then, A giant flash exploded in the sky, as bright as the sun. But there was no fire, no falling wreckage. The cruiser was just gone. Gone without a trace. Lena cried out, "Where is he? Where's Echo on?" The screen showed nothing but blue sky. For a moment, the whole world held its breath. Then, from the clouds, something fell. A figure. Glowing. Alive. HFY landed gently at the base. Smoke curled off his armor. His voice was soft but clear. "It's over." Commander Ray stepped forward, tears in his eyes. "You saved us." HFY looked at the sky. "No, you saved yourselves. You believed. You built me. And now, Earth has changed. All across the world, people cheered. From small villages to giant cities, they looked up at the sky, knowing one truth. Humans were no longer weak. They were strong. They were ready. And the galaxy had just learned what Earth could do in 3 hours. Back in deep space, far from Earth, alien empires watched the footage. They saw the ship vanish. They saw Echo 1. And for the first time in history, they felt fear.